It's me again, and for this happy Friday, I'll be reading you this one. This one's called I Am Your Best Defense. I'm trying very hard, especially this week, to do, more cherry picking with the messages I'm choosing, and that's because, this is later on in the book, and I'm trying a lot harder to pick out the ones that I really like and that I think have possibly a meaning we haven't quite observed yet. I'm trying to make the videos at least have more variation to them, and that's just so you know that. And I hope this message is good too. I'm happy with how yesterday's turned out. So let's take a look at this one. This one's called I Am Your Best Defense. When you sit quietly with me, trusting me, it may look like you are doing nothing, but you are really at war. There are great and terrible battles being fought every day in the spiritual realm, and your quiet trust makes a difference. By quietly trusting in me, you are using some of heaven's greatest weapons. The battle is not fought with guns, tanks, or rockets. This battle is fought with spiritual weapons. The evil one uses fear, loneliness, anger, and shame to attack you. But my weapons are more powerful. Fear is defeated by trust. Loneliness is cast out by my presence. Anger is erased by my peace, and shame is driven away by forgiveness. Stay close to me. I am your best defense against evil. Okay. Now this one appears to be pretty interesting. How feelings may be inflicted or used against you in a way that makes you lose trust in God. And that is a pretty valid issue, as we all know. And one important theme that this one illustrates is the idea of maybe finding better alternatives to bad feelings. We may have already talked about this, but in psychology, it's known as sublimation, and basically where, you can use an outlet for, negatively perceived feelings such as anger, or you could use it to lash out at maybe a punching bag, or rather than, a person. Or, maybe even taking a run or something, just to release the energy. And if anything, a lot of it's about not the feeling itself, but the energy that's contained in it. Like if you could, find ways to redirect it. Of course, it's in our mortal bodies, it's probably a lot like, finding medical doctors for things, in that you're not directly, you can trust God, but of course the doctors are, what are doing the actual medical work, if you know what I mean. And that you kind of need a combination of trust in both to get the result you need or would prefer, and that you need to believe both, because if anything, it's kind of a misconception that God and science would go directly against each other, because they actually work pretty well. And especially, it's nice how even for people like me who like to search truth, and through thorough analysis, it leaves you intellectually satisfied, even, because it's okay to trust both God and science. If anything, some things in science have proved God. And not only that, but many cultural signs today and events in the world have also reflected God's truth and prophecy. And that brings us back to our lead message, which suggests that he is your best defense against evil. And that's very important. I like how it describes the non-physical battles within the mind and the spirit that are fought, possibly even more, and that they're just as, if not more, important. And that's why we need to be able to focus our energy to what truly matters. So thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a good day and weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.